sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Newton. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, Newton steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Newton on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton to throw. Flush to his right.
They'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's more on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, it's Newton. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing again is Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And Newton's going to keep it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Newton now to throw. The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Wilson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a first down throw for Newton.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton throwing again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 39 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game that
there he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Homer, 79 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Wilson going to throw for it. Pass incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 44, Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to look deep for more.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Going on the ground with Homer. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Wilson on first down.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Cam's throw complete there to Thomas.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second down.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to pressure. Gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Now the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Cam looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is DJ Reed returning.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Panther kicker Zane Gonzalez has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. Here's Reed. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run this with Homer. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 35 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for two. Newton going to try and throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He's at the 30. 10. Pushing his way through. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
75 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed, as evidenced there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Homer. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's going up for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
20.
On first down, Newton being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To the air again, Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Travis Homer as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He's going to air one out for Anderson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for this? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McCaffrey on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, Newton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And this one complete to Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Newton throwing again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Just beating the play clock is Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. It's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing again is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wilson.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Seahawks.
And to give this time to the tailback. And oh, he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Recovered by the offense.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Cam to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
There's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.